Did you ever wonder about the real knowledge and wisdom of the ancient rune masters? Today we have the privilege in Runetalk to have with us Lars, Magnar, Enoksen. He will lift the veil for us just a little bit. So get your focus and stay with us till the end of the interview. It might start a little slow, but then we will hit it. I met Lars at the Viking Festival, several Viking festivals in Norway, and he's been an inspiration, and he still is for a lot of people, especially on runes and also on what is it? Not it's a. Well, I'm thinking of Galder games, but that's completely wrong.
Glima, wrestling.
The old way of Viking wrestling and the new way how it's been done today, and based on the old techniques. So he has several books out and has a lot of times he comes to the Viking festivals and has workshop there and also on Glima, of course. So that's a small introduction. If you want to add anything, please do, because yeah. But
no, that sounded great. That sounded. I do some Galgra singing as well, but
oh, yes.
It sounded great. Great introduction.
Yes, it was really nice because maybe you have seen the Vikings movie with Einar Selvik from Vardruna for the music, and so he makes a lot of the background music, and well, sometimes it's really not background, but he is on one of the second CD of more than a second.
Yeah, that is correct. No, that's the second.
CD,
I'm sued. I'm singing on one of the songs.
Yes, exactly. He's singing. He's galdering. He's singing the runes in one of the opening of one of the songs.
That.
Yeah. And we've been opening a festival.
Yes, that is. Yes, we have. Yes, many festivals together, and you have been drumming, and I've been Galgra singing. Yes, so and great to see you again, because now because of the lockdown we cannot travel so much. So
yes, exactly.
Yeah, great to meet like this.
Yeah, it's nice. And maybe a couple of years ago, we changed our looks,
Yeah, we shaved. Yes. I let the hair grow and the beard grow. So.
Yes. My hair. It looks like my hair went to you. Like.
Yeah, it went to me. It went to me.
Yes. I lost it.
I got it.
Yeah. So now, great to see you. We always have a lot of fun, and people should see that and enjoy that too. So I had three questions on runes. Yes. And the first question is like the runes have for some people a bad reputation, a bad image because of the Second World War, and it's been abused at that time. But can you say anything about that? How to
yes, I can say something. It is correct that the Nazis used, I think, 8 runes, 8 different runes that they used in their as symbols. The most, of course, the most well known is of course the S rune, because the SS used that as the insignia. And also, so SS used 2 of them, and Hitlerjugend only used 1 of them. So that is perhaps one of the most famous. And to them, actually, the swastika was a rune, because they were using the system of the runes that a person from Austria, mystic from in the 1910s, that was called Guido von List. So they used his kinds of runology. He knew very little about runes, but sadly enough, it is also those ideas that became popularized in the 1980s and 90s. So this kind of bad association with the runes was only like 15 years. You know, the World War ended in 1945, and the Nazis perhaps started using the runes in the middle. Yeah, they were probably only used for a decade between. But still, it made a lot of impact, and also there are also neo-Nazi organization using some of the runes, you know, like the Odal rune, because it's so yes, there. But for me, that is from Scandinavia. You know, we have a lot of rune stones here. You know, we have. So the runes were used. The oldest finds we have is already from the 1st century AD. And they were up, in a living tradition up until the late 1500s. So, and of course, in the rune calendars, the rune staves, that they were the alternative calendars that were used up until the 19th century. So we don't here in Scandinavia, we don't have that problem, because here runes are something natural in the culture.
Yeah. That's beautiful. Lately a woman gave me an Odal rune, and that was directly coming out of the Second World War, you know. And I like the rune, but not so much the energy that is attached to it. But anyway.
No. Stay away. Away.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So the second rune I have is when you start with runes, they seem very difficult to understand and work with at first. What would you advise on this subject, you know, to get people working with runes or connected with runes? Any?
Okay, I will try to answer. First of all, I have no clue who has told people that it will be easy to learn runes. For first of all, runes were regarded as the highest wisdom, you know, in the older times. So if something is regarded as difficult, there are some kind of it will demand some effort to learn them. But I can tell you, the biggest mistake modern people are doing is that they are starting with the elder runes, you know, the elder Futark, because that is super difficult, you know, really super difficult to learn. So because it is a fragmentary wisdom, because it's not a living tradition, because the last rune masters we know of that still understood the elder Futark, that is, we can see on the Rökstone in Östergötland, because there the rune master both understands the elder and the younger Futark. You know, younger Futark is the Viking Age Futark. But that is the last evidence. So after the 9th century, that knowledge went gone. However, the younger Futark, you know, the 16th letter Futark, the Viking Age Futark, that evolved into the medieval runes, that then evolved to the Renaissance runes, that were the runes that were still alive when people started studying runes in the 16th century. So that tradition has never died out. So that is a living tradition, you know. So I always put emphasis that if you really want to learn the runes, you should start with the Viking Age runes, because they are impossible to use if you don't understand them, because they have a very complicated sound system that you really have to understand the runic way of thinking. But and the Elder Futhark, that was, that code was rediscovered in the 1860s. So that knowledge has only been alive now for 150 years, and that is fragmentary wisdom. So the problem people are doing nowadays, they're jumping at the elder runes that they think it's easy, because they can fake it, they can read, oh, this rune means this energy, and that's wow, they just go for the lies, they're totally uncritical. And that is also the reason that they have a lot of knowledge, totally useless. They can have fun. Sure, you can have fun, but it's not authentic runic wisdom. So that is the major problem. For instance, I can tell you that nowadays, I would say in the world nowadays, there are like only 5 people that understands the Elder Futhark language that is vital to understand the sounds of the rune. 5 people, and if you are not one of those 5 people, you probably know very little about the Elder Futhark.
Yes, thank you. Wow. Well, all right. Yeah, it's
is hard today.
What? What was that?
The Rune Master is hard today.
Thank you. Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Well, I follow my inspiration and my guidelines, and anyway, maybe we come back to that after I finish this third and last question, because I had only 3 questions.
Yes.
And of course, I can go on asking you questions for hours probably, and you can go on for much more than that. But
for decades, I can sit there. You can wake me in the middle of the night and ask me, explain about the runes, and I will do that. So, yeah.
Great. It's just like I feel when I talk to you. It's like I feel just runes coming inside of me.
Okay. Wow. Great. Yes. Excellent. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's focus on the question.
Sure.
What do runes have to offer us today?
Yes. Okay. I can answer it in 2 ways. I can see that there is a lot of interest in the runes nowadays. So I understand that there is a lot of creativity, and when I see on your background, people like to make symbols of them. There are a lot of they invite to a lot of creativity, and people, and even if I said before, that there were some kind of unauthentic uses of the runes, but still they have a lot of fun and creative. So I don't want to ruin that. So there is a lot of positive energy in the runes, how they are used in the present time. But for me personally, I am more interested in what to get to with the runes, get in touch in the people from ancient times, because the runes are one of, because with the runes, I can get in direct contact, with people from 1,000 years ago, 1,200 years, 15, and that is amazing. So I am focusing on, and because I understand the language that the runes are written in as well. So therefore I can get access to, I am mostly focusing on inscriptions that are written by sorcerers and witches, you know, how they express their power and the knowledge, and especially those that are written, you know, as ek that was how you said that in the Runetalk language, you know, inscriptions that are not, you know, in memory of a person who has died. It is written by a living person, enhancing his or her power, you know, magical rune skills. Those are the inscriptions that really fascinates me, because then I can get a closer access to what rune magic actually is, and how they actually performed it.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny that you say, like, in the old Scandinavian language. I know that when you say me now of I in modern Scandinavian, it's jij. In Dutch it's I is ik.
Yeah, ik. Yeah, exactly.
It's closer to the old.
So that is, and when you go back in time, yeah. So when you get back in time. And in that you have kept this old expression, and that is also related, you know. Now ek, you know, only means I, you know, and I doesn't say so much, but if you know that ek is the same word as the oak tree, then you know that I am a person who grows as strong as a tree, you know. That is much stronger statement, much stronger.
Yeah. Of course, yeah. In Dutch it's ik, and the word for oak is eik. So that's really still close. It's really funny, you know. I know that well, you have a lot of words that are in the Scandinavian languages that are really very close to the old Germanic language, and some
exactly
words, some words you lost, and it's like in Dutch we kept some other words.
Yes. So if you look at them all, you get there is a clue there, and it's a clue there. Yes, yeah. I totally agree. Agree.
Yeah, beautiful. Yeah. You know, one time I was at the Sundance. You know, we spoke about.
Yeah.
And the guy, he asked me to bless the fire with something European, and I didn't know what to do. And then all of a sudden I stood by the fire and stood with my hands like this. And I I didn't know. I just opened the door, and I just felt the runes. They were just flowing through my hands. And I don't know where I picked up that wisdom, but it was just there, and it just went through me.
You were a direct channel. That is also beautiful. And many people have this power, but they're not aware of it. So it needs to open up in a certain ritual or a ceremony. I know, I hear from lots of people that they have done things like that, but they don't understand how it worked. And I also experienced things like that as a kid, you know, that I was, you know, totally in. I did 4 times. I did, you know, truly impossible things, you know. I took a person in the hand, you know, and just I actually did that with my mother, you know. It was in the kitchen. I was only 7 years old, and I came into the kitchen, and she was holding, you know, a bottle of milk, you know. Then they were in bottles, not in paper carton. It's so cartonnage. So, and I got this strange feeling that I just put my hand forward, you know, like we wanted to shake hands. And then when I grabbed her hand, I did like that. So she went, you know, like in the cartoons, you know, up in the air with your feet, you know, a full 360 degrees and down on the feet, you know. That is impossible, you know, that is impossible. And I remember both of us were most amazed that she didn't spill a drop of the milk in the bottle she was holding. But I have also experienced, you know, that when people came towards me, I was able to do that as a kid, and that I cannot explain it more than I was totally in the moment and understood I understood, you know, the motions of the universe, and so I did like that 4 times between I was 7 and 12 years old, and I have no idea. I cannot repeat it now, because now I'm thinking of it. But then I was a kid, and just so when the moment came, it was one time. It was 2 kids, little older. They came towards me from both sides, and they were going to hit me, and I just noted, okay, he is raising that hand and the other one is raising that. You know, if I grab both hands and do this motion, I can just throw them over my head. And I could, you know, and they were so shocked, you know, they just run away. You know? So yes, so I understand exactly what you felt at the Sundance when the runes were running through your hands.
Yes, beautiful, beautiful stories. Yes, beautiful. Yeah. Well, maybe we should not say that we cannot do that. That we, you know, when the moment is there, you know.
The moment was there. Oh yes. I can open other situations, but not that specific situation. But but on another level, you know, I have become, you know, I became a Glima master, you know, so I am very aware of, you know, how the body works, you know, and in attack and defense. So if we are going to think about it on a deeper level, I continue with it, but in a more aware. Of course, it must be spontaneous action when you're fighting, and intuition, but I cannot pull off those, you know, magical feet anymore.
Yes. Yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. You know, I just want to keep it not too long. This.
No. I think it's good. Yeah. Because then we kept the energy going, and because I have also, because, you know, English is not my native language, and I have noticed in recordings that the longer I speak, the more sloppy my pronunciation gets, you know, because I have Scandinavian background. So I think it's good that we stop it in due time. And it has been a pleasure, you know, speaking with you, Philip.
Yes, really wonderful to you, Lars Magnar Enoksen. I don't think I really introduced your name. That is really, but I will do it when we start this video, when it's been uploaded.
Then they should blink, you know, Lars Magnar Enoksen, the Rune Master.
Yes. I love you. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I love you.
Yeah. See you. I hope to see you soon in Scandinavia somewhere.
I say the same. I hope so too. I hope so too.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
And have a lovely day.
Yes, you too.
Yeah. Okay.
Yo.
Hey.